Good morning. It is February 18th. I started working on, I got some fabric from Joann's. I also have some fabric that I thrifted. So, I started making a quilt. This is going to be for a little boy. Oh my gosh, and Timmy is, trying to mess up the squares that I sewed together yesterday. Oh my goodness, what are you guys doing? You guys are making a mess. So all of these squares, these are from fabric that I had thrifted. And then basically all of the other ones are from Joann's fabric. Who wants a little haul? Hi, sweet girl. So Joann's, my local Joann's is going out of business. It's shutting down. So I did get some fabric from there. Oh my gosh. So who wants a Joann's fabric haul? All right, this is what I'm just started keeping my fabric in, so that for like quilting. So they had these containers for sale at Joann's for $13, and it has 3 layers, so that's nice. Let's show you some fabric that I got from Joann's. This is from a fabric bundle. I used some of the ones that were from this in the quilt, I think. Or no, or was this from a different pack? I don't know, but it's from a pack bundle. I already cut it into squares. So I want to do like a space and dino theme because we really love this fabric. Look at it. So cute. Look at them. Adorable. So this will be a separate quilt with like space and dino themes. I I haven't even opened this bundle up, but look how pretty it is. I got this on sale at Joann's. This one might have been, it was on sale. I think it might have been $17 from what I remember, but I haven't looked at it to really look at all the fabrics, but this is what they're supposed to look like. But it's just so pretty. I wanted to get it. So pretty. All right, then there's this is like, there was an ocean themed bundle, which I used a lot of the blue ones from that in the quilt that I'm currently working on. But there's those. I have a bunch of leftover squares, so I should be able to make another ocean themed one. I got this one because I just love the little gingerbread men. Look at them. They're so cute. And plus, this, I really like this one. So cute. Look at the little gingerbread man. Adorable. So I got this little bundle if I wanted to make a Christmas something. This is from thrifted fabric that I cut into squares that I'll use later. I got this really cute little bundle of like roses and pink and hearts. Super cute. Look how adorable this is. And then there's this one with unicorns, butterflies. Just super pretty. But I figured these would be good if we ended up having a girl in the future. I can make a cute little girl, quilt. This one, how could I say no? It's pumpkins. This purple plaid is so cute. The cute little autumn houses. Flowers. Just super pretty. So I got this one. This can also be if we had a girl in the future. Really cute pinky colors. And then this one for me, because look at this. It says, I love to knit on a coffee cup, and then it has black cats on it, and yarn and plants. Look how precious it is. So clearly I had to get this one because of the cats on it, but the fabric is super cute. Flowers, some stripes, orange. So I could make like a fall themed quilt eventually. And then this one, it's so pretty. I love these Christmassy ones with red and green. It's just so pretty. And then I got a single like fat quarter of this because I like that one. I didn't really like a lot of the single fat quarters that were there at Joann's, so I only got that one. That's the only one that I really like. But there's the first part of my fabric haul. All right, and in here, in the second layer, I have the larger cuts of fabric. So the back of this quilt will be these crabs. I thought it'd be super cute. So the other side of the quilt would be crabs. I used some of this in the quilt right there. It's a nice fabric. I really like the turtles. Adorable. I love this fabric. There's already cat hair on it. Oh my gosh. Okay. But I'm thinking when I make the space dino quilt, this will be the backing. It's so cute. I love the purple and the blue and like the greenish blue dots. It's just really like that one. And then this fabric, it was like $5, like $6 a yard, but then there was 20% off. So I thought the stars would also be nice. So I could also use this in the Space Dino quilt that I make eventually. But anyways, the current quilt I'm working on, I'm thinking will be for a friend's baby that they had, born premature in December. If he was supposed to be born in January. But he's been in the hospital his whole life because he had 11 blockages in his intestines and had to have surgery shortly after he was born, and then had like a colostomy bag. And then just recently they were able to remove the colostomy bag and put him back together, and he is going potty well. So things are going good for him, and he might be able to come home in a couple weeks, which would be amazing. And, as a homecoming gift for him, I make him a quilt. So I thought that would be nice. So he's going to get an ocean, like sea creature themed quilt, because our friend who is his dad, likes to go fishing and things. So I felt like ocean theme would be really nice. So I'm going to work on putting this quilt top together today. Yes. Oh yeah, and essentially how I've organized this little bin is these are going to be offcuts, scraps that I can later put into a scrappy quilt. These are my larger cuts that fit in here, so they're in here. And then this is like the bundles, the pre-cut squares that I've done so far. Just so that they're all in one place and I can attempt to keep them from getting more cat hair on them. But I got some really cute fabrics. Basically what I'm thinking is the sea, oceany, fishy one. That'll be for our friend's baby. If we eventually have a boy of our own, we could make him Space Dino theme blanket. And then if we were to have a girl, I could do like these cute little pink ones. We might be doing IVF at the start of May. That's the soonest we'd be able to try. So that's that. But I thought these fabrics are really cute. We have options for if we had a boy or a girl. I might get a couple more fabrics. We'll keep going to Joann's until they close because we want to find fabric and stuff at discounted prices. But right now everything's basically 20% off, but as it gets closer to them shutting down, they should go even cheaper. So it's going to be so sad not having any Joann's close to me. All of the ones around me are closing, and the closest one to me was 45 minutes away. So there's only 2 being left open in Southern California, I believe, that I know of, and they're in National City and I think El Cajon, and those are pretty far from me. So if I do want to go to Joann's in the future after the ones close to me shut down, we have to like make it a whole trip, and it's just such a bummer because I like going in the store and seeing everything. But anyways, I'm rambling a lot. I'm gonna work on getting this together. Alright, so to tackle this quilt, I think I'm going to start sewing these like squares and blocks together that I've already sewn together, like in strips. So I think I'm going to start sewing these together, and these together, and then we'll sew the strips together. I think that's how I'll tackle this. Okay, let's play a game of can you spot the mistake that I made. Every other square is supposed to be this. These two were supposed to be that way. So, where'd I put it? Oh, seam ripper. Yeah, I gotta take these two squares away from these flip it, resew it. So let's fix that. Okay, this is fixed now. Now I can finish sewing that last strip of blocks together. Okay, I have almost finished my first quilt top. So, this strip is sewn together, this strip is sewn together, this strip is sewn together. Now, I just need to like flip them, pin them, sew the straight lines, and I'll have a quilt top. I did it! My first quilt top is complete. Look at it, so cute. It looks really good. Now I'm gonna iron it before I cut out the batting and the quilt backing so that it's nice and flat and we get a good accurate measurement of what the batting and backing need to be sized to. Okay, so this corner is kind of messy, but I forgot to add that we got a giant roll of cotton quilting batting at Joann's. It was $109. It was on sale. That was the sale price that we had. It was a good deal. And it's a whole roll, so I could make multiple quilts with this giant roll of quilt batting. Okay, look how good this quilt top looks. I just ironed it. It looks nice and crisp now. And then I just cut out the backing and I ironed it so that it's not wrinkly. So the next part I need to do is I need to cut out the batting. yeah, cut out the batting and then I can sandwich them together. I really like how this is looking. So cute. Okay, I just rolled out this huge roll of cotton quilt batting. I'm going to cut out the batting for this. I'm going to cut it out just slightly larger because I am going to do a slight border just with, what do you call it? Binding? I'm going to do binding so it'll like frame out the front and it'll have some of the cotton underneath the binding that's on the edges. So let's cut this out. It's going to be so cute. And this binding is like doubled, but it is pretty thin. So I'm going to actually keep it doubled for this to make it more warm and insulating, you know? So I'm going to cut it as 2 layers and use it as 1 layer. Right, so here's the crabby material, here's the batting, here's the front. So I'm going to pin this together and I guess we're going to start the process of like, you know, quilting where you sew all the layers together, and then afterwards I will be doing some binding around all the edges, probably out of this crab material since I have plenty of it left over. Okay, so I did pin all of the layers together. What I'm thinking of that I'll do is I'm just gonna sew lines like around the squares. I don't want to do any like crazy quilting because I don't have like a freehand sewing machine like that. It's just like a basic home sewing machine. So I think I'm just going to do the straight lines sideways and vertically to like sew the layers together. This is also my first quilt, so I don't want to try anything too crazy. I just kind of want it to be really basic, and I do like the idea of just like the squares. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I just did the sewing. Here's what it looks like. It is a bit puckery in some spots. I do have a walking sewing foot, I think, but I'd have to figure out where I put all of my extra sewing feet for my sewing machine. See, like right here, it's pretty puckered. And I've watched a lot of like quilting videos on tips and stuff on things people wish they knew before like quilting and stuff, and apparently the walking foot really helps with avoiding puckering, but it's gonna be fine. I'm not letting the puckering bother me. I'm still gonna finish it without tearing it all apart. It's fine. Here's the front, and okay, here's the back. Okay, fine. There's puckering, but that's fine. This is my first quilt, so I'm not going to be too picky on what it looks like. I think it feels and looks good enough. I'm going to start cutting binding now, and let's finish this up. So on the upper and lower edge here, on the shorter sides basically of the quilt, I have the crab fabric pinned. I'm going to sew that in place. Then I'll turn that under and like over and iron it and put that in place, and then I'll do the longer sides. But let's get this sewn. Okay, I've got the trim pinned with the crabbies. I love how it looks. Both ends, I have it pinned. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and sew this by hand. That way the sewing's only on like the inner underside, and it doesn't go through the top, because I kind of want it to not have the thread showing on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew this by hand. Let me see if I have some black thread. Okay, so I couldn't find black thread, but I did find another spool of the thread that I'm currently using for this project. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Found some of my needles, and I'm gonna just start working on this by hand. Alright, so the first two edges are done. I finished this on the inside by hand. This end too. Now I just need to do the two longer sides, and this quilt will be done. I might attempt to do some embroidery, but I haven't made up my mind on that. I'm just gonna finish the sides for now, and then I think we might call this quilt complete. This is gonna be my first quilt. Alright, it's a little noisy out here, so sorry about that, but I finished my first quilt. So, this is my first ever quilt. I could have done better. I'm pretty sure I do have a walking foot, but I didn't feel like looking for it, so I think today I might see if I can locate where I have all of my extra like sewing presser feet and see if I can locate where it is, because I'm pretty sure my sewing machine came with one. So I'm gonna look for that so that the next one I make, it'll be a little bit better. But I feel like this one's pretty good for being my first quilt. It's going to be a gift. What else? My brain went blank. I need to drink some coffee. Anyways, I think it turned out pretty good. Yeah, happy with it. I guess that's it. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a good day. Okay, bye.